What's up, Game Boys and Girls? Big T here, back with another video. I'm going to try to make this one as short as possible. Many people have done videos on this subject here, and I just kind of want to give my 2 cents on it. There's been, rumors about an Xbox handheld, for Microsoft to, to open up to a new market, basically, which I think makes a lot of sense. Especially since their hardware seems to not sell as well outside of the Xbox 360. I thought the Xbox One did well. I think it sold 50 million, but that's not, at the level of where you see consoles today. That would have been fine in, the 6th, 7th gen. But, today you expect to hit 100 million at least, or at least in the 80s and 90s. So they're thinking about doing a handheld. I'm going to go out and say they're definitely doing it because Phil Spencer did an interview recently, and he was talking about his Lenovo Legion Go, and if he were to do an Xbox handheld, he would want this or that because of the shortcomings of using some of these PC handhelds, especially like the Steam Deck, which you can't run native Windows games on. You can't run, you can't run Game Pass natively. You can run Windows games, what am I saying, through Steam, obviously, but you can't run Game Pass on the Steam Deck unless you're doing a cloud thing, and even then you have to do like some low-level coding to get that to work. So it's not that hard, but you can do it. But yeah, so like the average consumer is not going to do that. So Microsoft basically is announcing that they're making a handheld, and they also talked about being able to run PC storefronts on, on a handheld or their home consoles and whatnot. And I think that is terrible. I don't think that's a good idea unless they do it the way the Steam Deck does it. This is a gaming console. And people call it handheld PC, blah, 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 blah. Yes, it does handheld PC stuff as well. But when you boot this bad boy up, I think mine is asleep, or here it goes. When you boot it up, you're going into the gaming mode. You're going into a gaming setup the way you would when you turn on your Switch, right? And this is taking a long time for some reason. It's usually long, or maybe it probably updated or something. But this is a gaming console first. Yes, you can do PC stuff on it. And there it is. It's starting up. I was trying to get the audio. But there you go. As you can see, I have my Game Pass app, basically. Yeah, so this is a gaming console first. This is all gaming stuff. Now, if you go hit the Steam button here, I'll show you. I'm going to hit that. Try it again. There you go. Then you get this little menu here. And one of the options is power. You hit power, and you hit switch to desktop. And once you do that, you go into desktop mode, right? You can see all the smudges on this thing thanks to the lighting. And now you're in a Linux desktop. This is not Windows. So Windows applications and whatnot aren't going to work here. And that's another problem with this. But with the, let me slide over here. I thought I had it closer. Lenovo Legion Go, which I have on my case here. This boots right to Windows. And I'm sure I'm probably in sleep mode or something. There it is, Legion Go. Turn that on. The loud-ass fans turn up. There you go, Legion Go. It's going to take a second to boot up. But this is a PC first. Actually, I'm into... Let me see here. I'm having some issues with Super Lucky's Tale for some reason. When you start it up, it's upside down. It makes everything go upside down. I don't know what that's about. So let me get out of this real quick. It's hard to do it because I have to do it upside down. So I think it's that one. There we go. All right. So there. Now I'm in Game Pass. There's Game Pass there. But this is just an app. So this is Windows. I'm in Windows here. And it makes a lot of sense for Microsoft, if they want to do a situation where you can play Steam or you can play GOG or Epic Game Store, you want to have that all on your Xbox console, do not put that in the gaming mode. Put that in the turning the PC mode, right? Like what the Steam Deck does. So when you go into PC mode or desktop mode on the Steam Deck, then you can access computer stuff. And that's how Microsoft should do it. Don't put an app for Steam or any of that stuff on your gaming side. Put it on the other mode. That way it's basically a low-level PC at that point, or a mid-level PC, mid-range PC. And then you can do whatever you want. And then you can play everything all in one box. And for people who don't care about PC gaming, this would be kind of a Trojan horse for them. Like, they can still do PC stuff without having to like worry about buying or building a PC gaming rig, because some people don't care about that. I know there are probably people like, oh my god, just make a rig, blah blah. Most people don't know how to do that, don't care to do it. They just want the convenience of a console. So if you give them a console first that has PC stuff on the back end, if you want to do that stuff, I think you can get people, console people, to gravitate a little bit more and maybe try out that. And it also help with licensing, because what do when you put Steam onto your gaming desktop, your gaming setup, your game mode on a Xbox? Let's call it the Xbox X. Let's call it the Series X2, right? On your Series X2, you have Steam, GOG. What does that do to your store, Microsoft, where you're making more money off selling games there? You don't want to have, because a lot of those games, most of those games are also on the other storefronts, and they make the money. So you run into like licensing problems, you run into all these issues, but you don't have to worry about that if you have a desktop mode on your gaming console. Because at that point, you're saying, all right, if you want to go play PC stuff and you want to buy stuff through that store, you're going to be doing it in a Windows environment, right? But if you want the convenience of a console, just stay in this mode, buy our games here, and then if you want to play Steam games or whatever on your Xbox, then go into Windows PC mode. That's the smarter run, I think, a way to go. And they don't have to worry about licensing issues they might run into. It'd be crazy for Microsoft to have a game console where they make less money on the games they sell that are their games, that are their first-party games. If they sell them on the Steam, instead of just selling them in their store, they make more money. They make all the profit instead of having people go on Steam and buy their games from Steam. It doesn't make any sense. So I think this is the best way for them to do it. So, yeah, I think it's coming. I think they are making a handheld. And I think it's a smart move, especially for Microsoft, who is having trouble selling hardware at the rate the other two platforms do it. The future is handheld gaming. It's weird to say that because we've always had it. But as far as like full on, your full game going everywhere with you, your full console game going everywhere with you. Yeah, there's some, you might have less frame rate, you might have less resolution, but it is that game and it carries over. That's how I game mostly now. Thanks to the Steam Deck and Lenovo, that's how I game on my Xbox mostly, is on my Lenovo. So it's a smart move. I think that's a brilliant move. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you again for watching and listening, and I'll see you folks next time. Peace out.
Radio? Oh.